Anything you want to add about Crazy Horse? Like what inspired you to write it?
Well, I got really into Native American history,
Uh-huh.
and Crazy Horse in particular, and the Plains Indian tribes. And this was kind of the song that got it all started for me as far as really diving into songwriting, story songs. I always admired songs that told a story, but I wasn't sure that I could write one. And I did it, and I liked it, so I kept going.
I'm really pleased you liked it because I really like listening to your story songs.
Thanks, Clive.
And the others too. So let's hear Crazy Horse.
Okay. On the vast great plains of the wild frontier, a young Sioux boy grew up in years. He saw oceans of grass feed the thunderous herds. The earth was his home, he was as free as the birds. He roamed far across those unfenced plains, on buffalo hunts and war campaigns. With courage unmatched, he earned his name, Crazy Horse. Meanwhile, just east lived a different society. All the land there couldn't satisfy their greed, so they pushed on west for shiny rocks in the ground. And they brought things like whiskey and sugar by the pound. Well, some of the Indians, they liked these new things, started hanging around the forts on the lower plains. Loafers they were called, they forgot the old ways, but not Crazy Horse. As the railroads were built, more white men came. They thinned the mighty herds that once covered those plains. Well, the Sioux fought hard for their way of life. Crazy Horse and the Braves went to war with the whites. Through much fighting and killing, they won their land rights thanks to Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse, I see you high upon that hill. Crazy Horse, I know your name. The wind, it still howls as the Great Spirit breathes, and the sun still shines upon those plains. Well, slowly but surely, many a Sioux band had nothing left to hunt. They started selling their land. The white man wanted gold, the Sioux wanted meat. You gotta do what you gotta do when there's no food to eat. So by this point in time, and by most estimations, 9 out of every 10 of that proud Sioux nation bowed their heads and moved to the reservation, but not Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse, I see you high upon that hill. Crazy Horse, I know your name. The wind, it still howls as the Great Spirit breathes, and the sun still shines upon those plains. By 1876, Crazy Horse and his band, along with Sitting Bull's Dakota and the Northern Cheyenne, had gathered all together to make one last stand. Custer and his cavalry had come to take their land. When Custer found the camp, he charged with all his might, with the Indians ready, and by the end of the fight, Custer and his cavalry lay dead in the morning light from fighting Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse, I see you high upon that hill. Crazy Horse, I know your name. The wind, it still howls as the Great Spirit breathes, and the sun still shines upon those plains. Well, Crazy Horse held out as long as he could, but his people were starving. He knew that he should pack things up one last time, moved to the reservation. When he got there, they threatened incarceration. They tried to put shackles on his hands. But Crazy Horse resisted. He was held by one of his own people, whom the whites had enlisted, when he was stabbed in the back. And there on that day lay Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse, I see you high upon that hill. Crazy Horse, I know your name. The wind, it still howls as the Great Spirit breathes, and the sun still shines upon those plains.